What's Apple doing? What's Apple doing, you know? What's Apple doing? Everyone's wondering. Osman over here. Apple's doing this iOS update. Are emails dead? Well, in today's video, I want to tell you everything you need to know about this iOS update, and we'll answer Osman's question, is email dead? This video is brought to you by Cold Email University, the easiest way to learn cold email and start booking massive deals for your agency or software. By the way, if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure you subscribe down below and smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Just go ahead and tippy tap that YouTube algorithm for the tippy tap the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Don't tap the algorithm, tap the like button. That's the best way for you to tap the algorithm, actually, is to tap the like button. So just go ahead and do that. And now, let's go. So, I've been doing email marketing for half a decade, a long time now. And cold email and email marketing have a lot in common. So, we've got our email list, which is a warm email list, which we use Aweber to send via that list. And we run plenty of cold email campaigns. And you can get our latest cold email tools. Actually, we use Mailshake. You can get that at coldemailuniversity.com/Mailshake. You can download that. What is going on with Apple? You've heard the whispers out there in the world that Apple might be trying to kill email. I don't think so, one. Two, I am always a big believer, always been a big believer, in whatever this theory is called, do not know the name of it, but it's basically the length of time that something has existed to this point is most likely the length of time it's going to exist in the future. So, Facebook's existed for 13 years, it might exist for 13 more years. TikTok's existed for 2 years, it might exist for another 2 years. And the same with email. Email's existed since, let's say 1985, I'll just pull something out. And so, we're most likely gonna see email for another 36 years, because you're most likely to see something, to approach something in the middle of its lifespan. That is from one of Ryan Holiday's books called Perennial Bestseller. I actually recommend that. That's a good book. What's Apple doing, and are they trying to kill email? Let's find out. What exactly is this update from Apple? What exactly is iOS 15, and how is it going to affect email? Well, number one, users are now going to be able to hide their email addresses when sending an email. So Apple is going to allow people now to generate a new email address, a new forwarding email address at any time. So they can now sign up for your email list with a fake email generated on the fly. Kind of scary already, because now Apple has taken the ownership of the email address, and now it belongs to Apple. It used to be you got someone's email address, you could talk to them whenever you wanted on any platform, but what Apple's doing here now is they're allowing people to anonymize their emails, which basically means now Apple owns their email, and all you get is some anonymous other person's email that they can turn off at any time. I already don't like where this is going. Number two, they're also adding intelligent tracking prevention.
Ooh, that sounds scary.
So right now, email sending tools can track open rates, and they do it with pixels and through some hidden means. Well, Apple is getting wise to this email tracking, and so they're going to start allowing people to opt out of tracking. They're going to be able to now scan the email in the user's inbox and remove the tracking pixel or deactivate the tracking pixel. Now, open rates sent to Apple devices might not be tracked properly. They really are just like shots firing all over everything we do. So Apple Mail, again, taking the power, will now act as an intermediary. They're gonna receive your emails. They're going to strip your emails of the tracking. Then they're gonna send you your emails. So does that mean Apple's gonna read all your emails? I don't know. I'm not gonna say that. I don't wanna get sued by Steve Wozniak. I don't wanna say it out loud. Apple Mail will act as an intermediary and will open all the mail regardless of the end user's action. So the email tool will report an open rate as 100% for Apple users or 0%, either way. But the update is still in beta testing, so they might remove this. Just like anything, it's still in beta testing because when will the update be live? We still have time to change everything about what we're doing. We got 4 to 5 months because the update might drop in September or October. Apple is very secretive about their launch dates, but typically this is about when they update iOS, so What effect is this going to have on email marketing, and should we be terrified? Is email dead? Alex, is email dead? That's what I know you're wondering, and I know you're wondering that because I'm wondering that. Well, no, but there's a couple things that are going to change. One, open rate will become a less reliable metric. Open rate was already not very reliable because it's hard to track the pixels. Sometimes people don't enable images and they just delete emails. So open rate wasn't really the most reliable thing. Now it's becoming even less reliable. So you're sending emails, let's say you're sending cold emails even, and you're not able to track how many people are opening, which as we follow the Cold Email University process, by the way, check out coldemailuniversity.com, one of the stats we like to look at, besides bounce rate, besides response rate and meeting book rate, is open rate, right? If nobody's opening your email, how do you know if it's working? Well, luckily, there are just 3 or 4 subject lines that work every single time. So actually, open rate, not really the most relevant statistic. I wish it stayed, but even without the open rate, we will be able to send cold email campaigns and optimize cold email campaigns just based on bounce rate and just based on the reply and the meeting book rate. The next effect on email marketing is it's going to make it hard to A/B test your subject lines. Exactly what we talked about before. Let's say you're testing quick question versus hi from Alex. How are you going to know which one wins? Now you're going to have to infer which one wins based on the response rate or based on the meeting book rate, which is not an ideal scenario. And this also goes for sending to our email list. So Carlos is our copywriter. He's out here writing subject lines, and he'll send an email, then a couple hours later send another email with another subject line. If the open rate's not tracked, we're gonna have to go by another metric. We're gonna have to go by click rate, which is not as reliable. I'd rather optimize for the metric that we're trying to improve rather than optimize for some tangentially related metric. But we'll do it. We'll do it if we have to do it. Another one on this is segmenting your email list by engagement is going to be harder. So you segment your email list by people that opened your emails in the last 90 days, for instance, and then you only email those guys. Well, now it's going to be tougher to do that if open rates aren't tracked correctly. I think, okay, going through this video, I'm already moved on. Do we need open rate? We can go by something else, okay? We can go by click rate, we can go by meeting book. You can use what's taught here, like we teach in Cold Email University, where we have rock solid subject lines that get 90% open rates, things like quick question that get very, very good open rates, and so the open rate doesn't matter. And we can now instead focus on lead quality, sending to people that we know are interested, and we can focus on both response rate and meeting book rate. Just move on from open rate. Now, I would actually wait until this update comes out, so possibly, I would assume we're gonna do another video on this, and I just wanna confirm everything here, because right now we're still technically in the rumor phase. And so this is a little early to be worrying about this if this is gonna happen in September. We got a couple months. You can use what you learned here. That's what you can do. You can use what you learned here to optimize for the other points of your email campaigns. And like I said a couple times already, I mean, link clicks are still effective. If you start optimizing for clicks and you stop optimizing for opens, or you start optimizing for replies and you stop optimizing for opens, you're gonna get better at emails. This update will improve your email skills because now you can't rely on, 70% of people are opening my email. You can't rely on that anymore. All you can rely on is, I sent 100 emails and we got 6 meetings. Or I sent 100 emails and we got 1 meeting, what's wrong? Makes it a little harder to diagnose the problem, but could also lead to more effective email campaigns in the long run. Let me ask you this. What is the main KPI that you use to track your email success? You can also check out this video on 3 follow-up strategies that compel people to respond. Check that video out as well. Let's talk about Cold Email University. If you want the easiest way to learn cold email, I've talked about this a million times, cold email is a skill that will change your life for the better. Imagine being able to contact anyone. If you want to sell a $10,000 deal, you can with cold email. If you want to get your dream job, you can with cold email. If you want to sell your software, you can do it with cold email, and Cold Email University is the course for you. It's all of our insights from hundreds of students and millions of dollars generated via cold email. Our 7-figure agency is built on cold email, and most of what we do is built on this skill. The course will show you how to write your perfect cold email, how to take your current case studies and make them amazing, and how to improve your campaigns so that you can start booking massive deals right now today. If that sounds interesting to you, go on over to coldemailuniversity.com and check out that course right now. coldemailuniversity.com. Be sure to subscribe. We do videos 3 times a week. Smash that like button, as always, to encourage this type of content. And sign up for Cold Email University because it's going to teach you how to learn and master cold email so you don't have to worry about any of this stuff. I don't worry about this. I'm not worrying about any of this stuff. You don't have to either. Go down to Cold Email University and see how other people are mastering cold email. Hundreds of other people have done this, and how you can do the same. Thanks for watching. I'm Alex Berman.